What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Show back with another video, and today we're talking about the good old question of anime versus manga. So, anime enthusiasts, manga enthusiasts, today we're gonna settle this age-old debate: anime versus manga. Now, first of all, obviously, if you watch anime, you read manga or whatever. I'm both. I'm a manga reader and I'm an anime watcher. I'm pretty much an avid fan of both of them. So let me say this. There's no right answer. Obviously, that's obviously the right answer. There's no right answer. People can enjoy what they want to enjoy any way they want to, and one is not better than the other. It's just this one just gonna kind of show some of the pros and cons of being a manga reader versus an anime watcher, and vice versa. And it's just a fun video, guys, so don't take it too seriously. I'll be exploring a lot of the unique qualities and discussing which is better for certain things. Alright, so with that long explanation out the way, let's go ahead and get started. One of the key differences between anime and manga is the visual experience they offer. Anime brings the story to life with a lot of vibrant colors and fluid animation and captivating cinematography. The dynamic action scenes and emotional moments are enhanced by the power of motion and sound. Honestly, it just makes it feel like a whole new experience. On the other hand, manga allows readers to engage their imagination, interpreting the story through a couple of static images and panels. The black artwork can actually give you a unique perspective on what you feel like the fight may look like, or what you may think is animated like in your head. Honestly, imagination is the best tool we have, and you doing it yourself, it actually leads to your own personal interpretation. You relate to it more, because obviously the anime has one way they're trying to show you, and you can either love that way, you can hate it. When you're reading a manga, if you enjoy it, it could be because of your interpretation of a certain scene that may not have been the artist's vision, but it's something that could have been drawn to you. So in terms of visuals, I guess you could say anime and manga both had their own charms, but I have to say, if I had to give it to one, it would probably be anime here, because yes, anime can be terrible quality, there can be terrible animation, there can be something, but honestly, reading some manga panels, I've been so hyped, but not as hyped as playing something or watching something like Jujutsu Kaisen or Demon Slayer and really getting the feel for the visuals and the sound. Honestly, you really can't go wrong with the visual experience, because of the fact that the actual manga doesn't include sound. And yes, it is great in your imagination, and yes, for stuff that's not necessarily battle manga, it could be a little bit better in that regard. But as an avid fan of both, like I said before, I've watched Demon Slayer season 2, and I've read the actual fight in the manga way beforehand, and I honestly couldn't care less for that fight. And now that fight has become one of my favorite fights of all time. So yeah. Alright, storytelling and pacing. This is an interesting one. When it comes to storytelling, both anime and manga have their strengths. Anime can bring out the nuances of a story through voice acting, background music, sound effects. It can basically enhance the emotional aspect of anything you may see on the screen. It also has the advantage of adapting a lot of long-running manga into little digestible bites, so you can get a lot of good pacing there. However, anime has been known to be very annoying when it comes to pacing. A lot of your favorite anime has bad pacing issues, like One Piece, Dragon Ball Z, Naruto. All of them have bad pacing methods, because honestly, the anime is trying to sell. They're trying to sell more manga, so giving you a little bit of stuff to let the manga stuff catch up could really ruin the anime. Look at Boruto. So many in between fillers, it's just not even a good show anymore. I know you've been watching that One Piece episode and you got right down to the end and you're just really expecting them to fight, and it's just a couple more minutes of talking and then recap and then in the end of episode. Obviously they do this to kind of lengthen it out, and I really hate this in anime. So when we look at manga in this regard, manga gives you a lot more control over the pacing, because you can actually read at your own pace. It allows you to immerse yourself to the story at your own pace. It also provides the complete and original vision that the actual manga artist wanted you to see. No filler, no nothing. It's the cut and dry story. You're getting their vision, you're getting their story from the source itself. So honestly, if I had to choose one for this one, it would obviously be storytelling, and pacing definitely goes to manga. You really can't beat that, bro. Reading the One Piece manga versus watching One Piece anime, it would really have you believe in One Piece is the best anime of your life. Alright, now for part 3, we're gonna do character development. Now this one is a little bit tricky, so we'll get into this. Characters can play a really vital role in any story. Anime provides the advantage of voice acting and animation, and that is basically where anime has an advantage. It allows characters to express their emotions through the different voice nuances and stuff in facial expressions you may see on the character. Body language, all of that is something that you can actually see. It's actually like listening two pictures in a way. Like seeing the characters in motion could really show that their growth and development really matters. It really means something. Now, on the other hand, manga allows readers to kind of jump deep into the characters' thoughts and internal monologues. You know, like I said, with the pacing being a little bit better, you can really start to understand characters a lot more. By spending more time with the characters on the page, you could form a stronger connection than actually just watching a little 30-minute anime. It's like you're reading their whole entire story. So when it comes to character development though, I would definitely have to say character development has to go to actually anime, simply because while the manga does allow for you to basically get a lot deeper with the actual characters, sometimes anime with the voice nuances and the body language, that you can't really beat that. And to like the sound and everything else, how certain characters may look, how they act on the screen, it really paints a picture, something that you really couldn't do in manga. You could do it, but you had to be one of like the 1% in manga to do something that great. So yes, it is a unique perspective on both sides, but I would have to give it an anime. All right, now here's like a little category I thought was really interesting for me. Accessibility and availability. Well, I cannot pronounce that word right. Now, these are very important factors to consider. Anime can be readily accessible through every streaming platform, making it convenient to watch anywhere, anytime. You can just turn on your phone, watch a video, It's so easy. But let me tell you why straight up anime loses this category. Now, there's a lot of people who pirate anime. This is true. This is what this is. Like, this is life. You know, people pirate anime. And, you know, some people pirate it because they don't feel like paying the fees associated with the different streaming services. Some people pirate it because, you know, it's not available in certain regions. The reason why manga is going to win this category is because you look at it as a whole. Say you want to watch a show, a really, really good show. You would go by, like, I think at that time, Vinland Saga was on like Amazon Prime or something. You had to go get the Amazon Prime, get the Amazon Video. Okay, that's like $14 right there. Then you want to watch another great anime that's a Netflix exclusive. Okay, that's like another $15. That's $30 to watch just two specific anime that's really hot, really good. Anime in itself is really annoying just due to the simple fact that licensing is such an issue everywhere. Like, everybody wants to be ahead of the anime game, and nobody wants just to come together and make one combined anime site. That's why when the pirate site does it and they have every anime known to man, that's why people kind of flock there. Like, personally, like the Crunchyrolls and the Netflix and stuff, that's all cool. I have those simply because I just like watching. I like convenience. But people who really wouldn't mind just like a little bit of like going online and getting some ad blocker or something, they would actually get to these little websites that have all these different anime. Manga, on the other hand, it's a little bit tricky to say it's more available because honestly, you would have to either order the book or read it online or whatever. But in terms of like limits and stuff, it's a lot better than anime in my opinion. Like, I don't know when I couldn't read a manga because it was on a different site. Like, I just ordered my manga, you know what I'm saying, straight off a website and just read all of them or collect all of them. I can get it. I can actually get it from where I'm at. So I would definitely have to say manga has that down pack, only because I've had a lot of experiences with like anime being on different sites and being on specific sites and stuff. Like I said, that Vinland Saga one from back in the day, that was really annoying. It was like, I really just want to watch this really great show that everybody's talking about, but I have to pay another $15 to get to the actual paywall, or I can go watch it for free. So it kind of sucks in that regard. All right. So after explaining the visual experience, the storytelling, character development, accessibility, it's clear that both anime and manga have their own strengths. Anime excels in bringing the stories to life. Its animation and sound could really make anything pop, while manga provides a more intimate experience, you know, a controlled pace, a controlled reading experience. Ultimately though, as I said at the beginning of the video, the choice between anime and manga depends on the personal preference. Like, do you know what I'm saying, read both, read or watch anime. I spent years trying to get like people I know on manga, because for me, I got driven to manga because of the anime scheduling and stuff. Like, I would watch an anime, I couldn't wait, it got to a really good part, and then hiatus forever. This is another thing I feel like, yes, manga would have won in accessibility, because manga has the complete stories and stuff, where anime, you'll get that one season that's really, really good, you're stuck on it. I went to go read Tokyo Revengers. Like, I think I watched the first episode, and then that was all they had when the anime first came out. I already read the whole manga, that far as it was. But I've since just realized that while manga worked for me, it may not work for everybody. So you have to kind of be patient with people. Some people prefer to be anime only, and that's cool. To be honest, there's some anime I'm very, very much anime onlys, or even if I read the manga, I'm very much looking forward to the actual anime, like the Bleach 1,000-Year War arc or whatever it's called. I read a little bit of it in the manga, and I said, hey, there's no need. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really feeling it in the manga, but when the anime came out and the visuals and the animation came out, I was thoroughly really surprised. And you know, it's one of my favorite shows now. I'm waiting for the new season to come back. Well, it's already back, but you know what I mean. Oh, whatever. But that wraps up my discussion on anime versus manga. I hope you enjoyed this deep exploration of the two mediums. It wasn't really that deep or really insightful, but you know what I'm saying, let me know in the comments which one you prefer, and you know why you prefer it, because that's a big reason I'm asking you this question. I want to know why. Don't forget to like the video, man. Subscribe to the channel for more anime and manga content. Until next time, keep enjoying the best of both